saw me before and know that I am an invisible illness warrior, fighting battles on the inside each day, and I'm someone that has been given many second chances. My strength is here, my heart, always trying to give and remind others of their worth. I'm empathetic, tuned into the feelings of others, which at times can be overwhelming, but it makes me feel more deeply and also love more deeply. As a child, I was strong-willed, curious, and inquisitive, always questioning why things were done a certain way. I was brought up Catholic, and I remember one day when I was younger, I was sitting in church on the kneeler when the priest mentioned death, and I remember questioning what forever meant. What happens after you die? I was told growing up that if you were pure and led a good life as a Catholic, you had a chance to go to heaven. Would I go to heaven? Was I pure enough? Or would I spend eternity in purgatory, the holding place? The thought of forever scared me, and even to this day still scares me. Another thing I remember questioning as I got older and started to explore who I was more in depth was why I had been taught as a child that being gay was a sin, and why a man must marry or fall in love with a woman. Could a man love a man? A woman a woman? Who had the right to tell anyone what to do with their lives if it wasn't harmful to anyone else? Why do people try to tell others how to live? Queer is the label I use to describe myself, or I just simply tell people I like women. I've been told I don't look gay, which got me wondering, what does gay look like? Why do we as humans like to label others and try to make them fit into a box of what we think they should be, or what they should look like? I call myself a spiritual person rather than religious these days, focusing on trying to love others for who they are without placing judgment on them. I still talk to God daily, it's just done my way versus going to church weekly. I try to show up fully each day since I have been given many second chances at life. I can't count how many times I've been at the hospital and heard doctors say, if you hadn't come in today, you could have died. These past few years have been rough, since being diagnosed with diabetes in 2019, then COVID and the pandemic happening, and this past fall dealing with the aftermath of flooding from Hurricane Ida and the passing of my aunt. But I try my best to stay present and focused on gratitude. Each day really is a gift, and I ask myself daily, how can I be more present and actively be here in the moment? How can I be a kind and empathetic human and not only show love and empathy toward others in my life, but also toward myself? I know I am resilient and can handle whatever life throws my way. I openly share my story because I hope to inspire others to be brave enough to share their stories with the world.
I'm an actor by trade, but some of the best acting I do is in my personal life. Each day I feel is a performance for me. People don't know the anxiety that I deal with in my career and especially on a daily basis. Even at work, when I just need an escape. People see me as well put together, confident, driven, handsome, yet I see an overwhelming sadness, lack of confidence, and lack of luster. I don't even look in the mirror anymore most days. I am known for my compassion for others and empathy. I often take on the burdens of others and put the burdens on myself. I had a troubled student once who looked to me like a father figure. He was always negatively labeled, yet just wanted to be seen. A simple act of listening on my part was what was needed. I was taking the sufferings of my students home with me. For my mental health and sanity, I had to walk away from my teaching position after a year. It was not an easy decision to make, but I had to let go. There's often this disconnect between what others see and who I see myself as. It makes me want to curl into a ball. As a queer artist educator, I had to learn what it is to embrace and understand my queerness. I didn't come out until I was 19 or 20 years old. There was a darkness, pits in my stomach. But when the moment came, I could finally breathe. It was a relief. A heaviness lifted off my shoulders. There were no more lies. Queerness is multifaceted. It is often placed in a box of this highly dramatized, over-sexualized societal view. Many go to the clubs, obsess over body image, do drugs, all to not feel and escape. I suppose I've tried to find my own escape, my performance. To this day, nothing has reinstated the magic of performance since being in a production of Cloud 9 my junior year of undergrad. While working towards my master's degree, I was questioned, how badly do you want this? Uncertain, I could have easily given up right there. What I needed was support at that time. My 110% may have looked differently than another person's, and that's okay. Just as queer looks different on everyone. My wish is to create a safe space where everyone can be seen and heard.
Ever since I was 8 years old and made the decision to be vegetarian, I've always been an independent thinker. People know me as uniquely energetic, authentically positive, and easy to be around. But what they don't see is my strength. Due to one single choice I made, I've been excluded from events, pushed aside, and judged. It doesn't seem fair to judge a person's character, especially after knowing someone for many years. It does not define the essence of who I am.